get ready for the next Bitcoin crash. I say that fully believing that Bitcoin's going to go up a lot. And I think a lot of people will be caught offsides, but I think now is a time where you can really prepare. And I think a lot of people are missing what's happening. And I think you can make a ton of money in Bitcoin if you do these couple things. If you don't mind, hit subscribe so you can see future videos just like this. Also, if you do want to trade crypto, there are links to BYDeFi underneath the video. Now, everyone seems to be bearish. I don't want to say everyone, but a lot of people seem to be bearish because there's new tensions between Israel and Iran, or I don't want to say new because the Middle East conflict has been around for a very long time. But rising tensions there. We have the Fed not lowering rates. We have the Treasury, the 10-year Treasury nearing 4.5%. People are worried about tariff impacts because we have the highest tariffs that we've seen in 100 years. By the way, I do have the Bitcoin baby with me. So people are worried, but yet the S&P 500 is like 2 or 3% away from all-time highs. Bitcoin is 5 or 6% away. Like, don't fight the market. I think a lot of people just assume that when bad news comes out that they should sell, especially newbies, or maybe people with a lot to lose too that maybe don't understand the market a lot but are close to retirement. They get really worried. But really, the markets go up over time because of the stupidity of the government, the greed of the government, the debasement of currency, and then also, there are companies that are making great products that a lot of people want to use, so the markets continue to go up. With that in mind, you do not want to fight the market. I think there's less of a chance now that Bitcoin goes away than ever. Like, if you look at the last 16 years of Bitcoin, take away the price, there's never been a better, less risky time to invest in Bitcoin. I mean, we have the president getting approved by the SEC to buy billions of dollars of Bitcoin. We have BlackRock, the biggest financial institution in the world, buying $1 billion a week of Bitcoin. We have countless other investors starting up companies to buy Bitcoin and put it on their balance sheet. We have one of the 7 biggest companies that has bought Bitcoin and has held it for years, nearly half a decade now. So there's never been a better time, like, regardless of price, to buy Bitcoin. But of course, you have to account for price too, right? There's a risk reward to Bitcoin. And you get better reward if you buy at lower prices. Of course, though, a lot of this has come in the last couple of years. Like, Trump didn't say that he was going to start buying Bitcoin himself until recently. Of course, there's a chance that there would be a strategic reserve because we heard about it last year in Nashville. But Bitcoin was $70,000 then. Now it's actually, there is a strategic reserve and we're at 105. Again, so many companies buying Bitcoin. So, of course, price can't come down. The price will crash at some point, to be clear. Like, we're going to see a 30% drop every single year. Or maybe not every single year, but we consistently see 30% drops. Oh, the Bitcoin baby is agreeing with me. We consistently see 30% drops almost every year in Bitcoin. If not every year, we see 20% drops all the time. We're going to see 50, 60% drops at some point. Some people don't think that's going to happen, but most likely it is, because we see like 30% drops with the NASDAQ. Bitcoin eventually will get to the point where maybe we don't have that. Just like gold, it would be pretty rare to see gold fall down 50 or 60%, but I think that's a while away still. So with that in mind, you probably want a piece of Bitcoin. Like, you probably should realize that it's not going to go to zero. It's less risk off than ever, but there are going to be crashes. Now, I think it's important to prepare for those crashes when your head's on straight. Like, come up with an investment strategy. Like, what percentage of your net worth do you want in Bitcoin? Do you understand Bitcoin? How are you going to accumulate that kind of thing? I think there are some other things you can do too to prepare yourself. First of all, buy some Bitcoin now. It sounds counterintuitive, right? It sounds super weird to get ready for a crash by buying Bitcoin, but I don't think you truly pay attention or truly understand Bitcoin or truly care enough unless you buy the asset. So start with 0.5% or 1% of your portfolio. Buy Bitcoin. If it goes down to zero, which it's not, maybe it goes down 50%, but again, you don't have to sell. If it goes down to zero though, you lost 1% of your portfolio. You probably won't even notice it. If it goes up 5x, 10x, it's going to be a really nice return. Of course, I would think about accumulating from there, but it will get you a good starter position. Number 2, do not make stupid debt decisions. Like, don't have high interest rate debt, because that will cloud your judgment. You don't really understand finance if you're getting into 30% credit card debt or 15% debt or anything like that. Like, even though you can get better returns in Bitcoin than that on average, you still are fighting against your own psychology then. Like, when you see Bitcoin go down and you have debt, you're going to get stressed. So like, get rid of that. Number 3, have a good income. Like, the best way to become really wealthy is to have a good income, because then you can invest, and you don't, you need to stay away from lifestyle inflation, obviously, but if you have a really good income, you can become really wealthy and still have a very good life. So I know it sounds easier said than done, but like, go work other jobs, try to level up, get better education if you need it to be able to earn more. Work longer hours too. I was having a conversation about this the other day. Like, especially when I was just coming out of college, every dollar I got, I realized it's going to be worth 100 times what it's worth now in the future. So while some people look at $5 and say, well, or $10, right? Let's say you got $10 to do some odd job around like your parents' house or something, or you spent some time painting for someone and you got $100. Some people would say, well, it's not worth doing because it's not like sustainable. It's not like you're going to keep on earning that income because it's not like you can continue to do that every single day. You don't need to do that every single day. That $100 is going to be worth 10 grand at some point. So any kind of odd job is worth it at that point to be able to put more money towards investing. So buy Bitcoin, don't have stupid debt, grow your income, and make as much money as possible. Diversify outside of crypto. It sounds crazy, but there are some people that are 100% crypto, and for some people that works. I think a lot of the time the people that are almost 100% crypto are people that have made a lot of money in crypto, and like maybe they put 50% of their net worth or 10%, and it's gone up 50 or 100x. Maybe they bought Bitcoin 10 years ago. But diversify outside, so that way you have capital to put into crypto if we do see a dip, whether it's real estate or stocks or just some cash, right? 5, don't use like stupid amounts of leverage. I talk about trading cryptocurrency and using leverage on the channel, but I also say that I use a couple percent of my portfolio on like 3 or 4x leverage. Don't go leverage long, like 80% of your portfolio, or take portfolio loans and try to buy like extra MicroStrategy or, remortgage your house to buy something. Like, don't do that. It may work out for you, but also you might lose your shirt or make a stupid decision because you're so stressed out about the money. So I'd start there. Let me know your thoughts on all this underneath the video. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Again, if you do want to trade responsibly, there's a link to BYDeFi underneath the video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.